Man, it is a hot one out here today. I am just dripping. I'm soaking in sweat here. Let me show you what we got going on today. Here's a little clue. It's a bale of alfalfa. One of our local farmers around here, he's got a bunch of it for sale, $6 a bale. And I'm hoping a multitude of things. I'll show you what we got going on here. See, I did half of that with alfalfa. This one's got alfalfa on it now. This was the original reason here. These were open soil, and I just planted them, and they're, if you see, they're popping up. I don't know if y'all saw that. It's a bad angle. But I wanted to cover them with alfalfa because a bunch of reasons. A, it's freaking hot outside. That surface of that soil is almost 100 degrees. It's 94, 96, somewhere right around in there here today. And I want that temperature to stay a little bit cooler on the soil. Being it's covered with a dense layer of alfalfa, that's going to keep that soil shaded. So hopefully that'll keep it a little bit cooler for these plants. And second of all, it's thick. This is dense, more dense than that barley hay over here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, the barley hay here. It's a lot more dense than that. So I'm hoping it'll do better for the weed suppression as well. I mean, if you look, and it's 100%, this is like horse feed quality alfalfa here. Okay. And it's all organic. None of it's been sprayed. That was my first questions for them. So, and they harvested it before seed, so I should get less weeds from that, and the weed suppression of having the soil covered. The biggest reason is we've switched. There's no more tilling here. Okay, there's a no-till grow here, so I'm not going to be able to go get like alfalfa meal and work that into the soil as easy as it is to lay the alfalfa down and let that break down, because alfalfa can release. It's a very unique plant, really, because it can release nitrogen, it can release calcium, it can release manganese, it can release there's a multitude of stuff. And it's a great food for the microbial growth in the soil. So putting this down, not only am I keeping it cool, not only am I retaining weeds, I'm feeding the soil as well. Because when this stuff breaks down, it's one of the best things that you can put into a garden, aside from like compost tea or fish fertilizer and stuff like that. This organic matter is going to break down, and it's going to be some healthy stuff for these pumpkins and watermelons. I'm slowly trying to work my way across. I've had a lot to do today, mowing all of these rows and stuff like that. Everything takes time. You only got so much time in a day, and it's almost 100 degrees today, so I'm trying not to bust ass too hard. But I also need to get this stuff done because we're going to get hit with a thunderstorm tonight, and it sounds like it could be very, very severe. I still got to go through and do a bunch of hoeing. Today, I think the soil's dry enough. We've had so much rain these last 3-4 days, I haven't been able to hoe it. But I will say, if you look down these rows, I will say the weeds are not all horrible. It looked a lot worse with all of the rows before I cut them. But you could tell, I mean, there are some weeds, but overall, looks pretty dang good. I've been keeping up with it, thank God. And I think here on this tree, you might go back here on the back side of it, I think I might put a little mushroom patch. I have I have some spores and I have some older mycelium. I don't know if it's still good, but we're gonna give it a try. It's been in a cool, dry place, so it's gonna be a toss-up. So what I'll do is back here, maybe just like a 4x4 little square back here. Okay, I think I'll dig that up. Okay, I'm gonna take that dirt out, only about a foot deep or so, maybe. But I'll take that dirt out right there, given what I can with the tree roots. Okay, and I will put a layer of compost, layer of wood chips, layer of compost, and a layer of wood chips. And as I do that, that last layer, I'm going to incorporate all of that mycelium, and it might grow, it might not. The other thing I have is I have a bunch of old oak branches and logs and stumps and trunks and all kinds of stuff from taking trees down. And oak is one of the best things to grow oysters in, oyster mushrooms. So I got some yellow oyster mushrooms, blue oyster mushrooms, and some pink ones. And the pink ones actually, they kind of taste like bacon. It's really weird, really weird. But I think I might, if this doesn't work, I might do the wood. I'm not sure yet. I could do both right here. Maybe I'll take some of those stumps and I'll bring one or two of them over here, okay? And then next to it, I'll do a patch with it dug out with the compost and the wood chips, and we'll do an experiment. We'll see which one grows better. But I think it's a little late right now. But if I do it in a couple months when it cools down, yeah, I don't think right now would be the best time. Although we are getting a lot of rain. But I think in the next couple months we'll experiment with that. But like I was saying, like the weeds here is really not bad. So that's a relief. And with the alfalfa bales, that's going to help a tremendous amount. Oh yeah, I had my boy out here last couple days. He was out here seeding some stuff. Looks like he did it right. It all came in. That's good. That's a whole row of beans here. Yep. I planted on each one of these stakes here, these green ones for all of the beans. There's 6 stakes. I planted 6 gourd seeds. It's probably not the best place to put them, but I'm going to have them grow up there and we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's what we up to. See y'all later, guys. Stay cool. It's a hot one. Later.